Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be taking another look at World War III the game. This is a first-person shooter coming out later this year in production by Farm 51. Quite a bit of information has been dropped just earlier today. Farm 51 held a live Q&A on the official World War III Discord server, and I'm not going to be talking about every single question that was on the Q&A, or at least answered at the Q&A. So I will leave a link of the Q&A down in the description down below, as well as a link to the official Discord server. But in this Q&A they answered a bunch of questions about the release date, the pricing of the game, and a lot of details about just gameplay in general and the theme of World War III. And without further ado, the first question that was asked numerous times, they answered it 4 or 5 times from what I saw, and I didn't even scroll through every single question, but the number one question asked was, when is World War III going to release? And you can see that they're still pushing for a 2018 release date, so towards the end of the year or towards the end of fall. Another very popular question was, when is the beta going to be released? And they are going to have a closed beta, which you can look for on their official webpage, in the Discord server, and on their Steam platform. They also said their social media platforms, but I would look towards the Discord server or the actual website for World War III. And you can see there's actually some clarification, so it's going to be before September, so I'm assuming we're going to have a closed beta in August. And they also said that they're going to have some gameplay coming in either June or July, some more, another gameplay trailer. They also answered some questions on pricing, so as you can see, the price is going to be less than $60, which I would assume is pretty surprising to a lot of people, considering the gameplay that we saw seemed pretty promising. So I would assume the price is sitting around $30 right now, and depending on how the beta is received, it could go up or down in price, but that's pretty good news. Also, there's going to be free DLC, free map packs, so you're not going to be paying any more for the game, and they will also have microtransactions, but they say it is not pay to win. These are all cosmetic microtransactions, so if you want to make your character look cooler than other people's characters, you can pay to have some benefits. But they also said that a lot of the unlockables can be earned in-game. Farm 51 is also focusing on only 2 game modes right now, so what we saw footage of in the initial trailer that we saw a couple weeks ago was the Warzone game mode. So this is the 64 player, I would say battlefield-like game mode, where you have infantry and you have armored vehicles. You also have an objective to play for, and I would say that is what we're going to be seeing in the closed beta. They also announced that they would be having a Battle Royale coming later in the game, probably at early access when the game is released. So this is a brand new take on the Battle Royale genre. This is supposed to be objective based. They said they haven't really tuned too many things in it because obviously there's been no testing for it really, but it seems like they're really focusing on the Warzone game mode first, then they'll throw in the Battle Royale because it's obviously a very popular genre right now, or game mode I should say. And they also have plans for adding different game modes down the line, but they want to make sure that they can get some good gameplay out of their initial game modes like Warzone and Battle Royale before they start continuing a bunch of game modes that would further divide the player base. Farm 51 has also confirmed that World War III is not going to be a class-based shooter, so you're seeing this very popular trend with a lot of first-person shooters having this hero style of gameplay where each class has a specific toolkit and there are specific benefits to playing with that class. That is not how Farm 51 is going to be approaching World War III. Instead, what you're going to have is a weight system, so it's a way to balance how much firepower you have. So if you're carrying around a sniper rifle or a light machine gun, you're going to be heavier, therefore less agile, and there's going to be benefits to carrying a SMG, which might do less damage, but you're going to be faster. You're going to be able to navigate the map much quicker and possibly get to locations where other players couldn't if they had heavier weapons. Speaking of gameplay features, this is a big thing that I thought would be in the game initially by looking at the reveal trailer, but there is not going to be kill streaks. So possibly what we were seeing in the reveal trailer, when we saw the RCXD and the Hellfire missile, those were not kill streaks. Possibly it took, it required some team effort to call those in. I'm not sure, how those are going to work, but they are not personal kill streaks is what Farm 51 is saying. Something that caught me off guard, which I was not expecting, but I am happy it's in the game, is friendly fire. So I think this is going to be really good for the game. It makes you stand on your toes a little bit more. You have to be more cautious when you're playing. It's not just, a run and gun first person shooter. And if you've ever played Rising Storm 2 or Insurgency, they also have friendly fire as well, but something that they don't have is the UI. They don't have hit markers or anything like that. So it could be, you know, quite a refreshing take to have, you know, all of this UI that assists you, but there's also friendly fire. So you have to make sure you're always on your toes. And here you can just see some confirmation on the weaponry and the small arms that we're going to be using in World War III. With this being a modern setting, I don't think anybody's too surprised to see that we're pretty much just going to be seeing modern weapons only, but it's nice to get some confirmation that we're going to be seeing some, you know, realistic weapons. And even if you look at the list of sniper rifles, some of these are not exactly prototypes, but there's some more, you know, unknown sniper rifles, so it'll be cool to see, you know, some brand new weapons in this game. Those are all of the questions that I am going to go over in this video. Those are all the questions that I thought were, you know, pretty important to the Q&A. But like I said, there's a link in the description down below to this Q&A if you want to see every single question for yourself. A lot of them are, you know, repeated because this was a live Q&A, so they just kept answering, you know, as many questions as they could. But what you're seeing on screen right now is Farm 51's latest work. This is the game called Get Even. This was released just about a year ago, and you know, this gives me some hope about, you know, the future of this World War III game. This game definitely looks solid. Graphically, it's pretty solid, and you're seeing the gameplay, and it's definitely pretty smooth. So, you know, just I definitely have some faith in Farm 51. I think this game could definitely be amazing, and for it to be less than $60 and possibly being able to compete with Battlefield and, you know, just what we've seen already, it is turning out to be a pretty promising game, if I do say so myself. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. Have a good day. Peace.